Days and welcome to Prime Time Live 3. And this should be a really good show. I'm really looking forward to this because we've actually got a championship match tonight. We had one last week with the women's title. I wasn't convinced that we were going to see that title change hands, but I think there's a very good chance we do see a title change tonight. We've got the National Heavyweight Championship, the NWA National Championship on the line. The third degree Mongrovian champion, Aron Stevens. Someone that I am a fan of. I don't want to see him losing the title. He is defending against Trevor Murdoch. And just kind of think this is the third title match. Obviously, we saw the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship being defended on Primetime Live 1 by Nick Aldis. We then had Thunder Rosa defending the women's title in week 2. I don't think any of us really thought those were going to change. But tonight there's a real chance. The reason being is because Trevor Murdoch is a legit fantastic wrestler. Someone that you would say is probably seen as being on a level playing field with Aron Stevens. Both of them seemingly signed up to the NWA. They were both on Power, used on a regular basis. So this kind of feels like it's not a mismatch. We were meant to get this match at the Crockett Cup, which got cancelled. So obviously there was a little bit of drama around that. This is a match that we should have had before. We're finally getting it tonight. NWA have actually put out a little bit of footage of the build for this match. So that was quite interesting. Some behind the scenes clips and things like that. So yeah, there is a real backstory to this. It all kind of played out on Power. We were meant to get it at the Crockett Cup. And we're getting it tonight. So I'm quite excited for it. I am a big Aron Stevens fan. I did show the fact that I actually have the Aron Stevens shirt, which still is not ironed. I know I should have ironed it. I completely forgot. And it was one of those, like about an hour ago, I was like, oh, no, the shirt. But I do have it there. There he is. Look, the third degree black belt Mongrovian champion. So I am a fan. I do like Aron Stevens. So I'd like for him to retain. But I know he's doing a lot of behind-the-scenes work at the moment. I know that he's doing a lot of, I think, producing for Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. So I'm just wondering if him dropping the belt is going to free him up to maybe do some more of that work instead. So we'll have to see. It's a decent main event tonight, as we said. A match that we should have had at the Crockett Cup. Shout out to everyone that's joining us as well. I hope you are all well. We will run through the matches. Of course, the show starts in about 13 minutes. It's on Fight TV. You do have to pay for it. This is the third show that they're doing. 2 weeks ago, main event was Nick Aldis against Mike Bennett. Last week, the main event was Thunder Rosa against Priscilla Kelly. Tonight, the main event is Aron Stevens, used to go by the name of Damian Sandow in WWE. He's taken on Trevor Murdoch. As well as that, though, we do have Allison Kaye in action tonight. She's taken on Nicole Savoy. It was meant to be Serena Deeb, but she is having to self-isolate. I think she tested negative, but she has been around someone that tested positive for COVID. So she's having to self-isolate. May Valentine from NWA Power, someone that I know Mr. Rotella was a big fan of. She said, see you later tonight. Now, I don't know if that means she's watching the show or she's going to make an appearance on the show. But May Valentine, that you might remember from NWA Power, did tweet out, see you later tonight. So don't know if she's going to be on the show. Social distancing. There's a tag team called Social Distancing. I want them to win. Straight up, I want them to win. If anything positive can come out of 2020, then brilliant. We've got a tag team called Social Distancing. I would love it as well if, like, they go to tag each other and they're like, ooh, they don't know what to do because you've got to be social distancing. Like, if you think about it, that's the worst name for a tag team. Like, tag teams should be working together. You know, quick tags, all this kind of stuff. Like, tag team work, standing next to each other, not social distancing. So, I'm looking forward to seeing them in action. If I was in social distancing, I'd be like, maybe put a bit of hand wash on. Ooh. Then do the quick tag. And then get in. So they're taking on the Real Money Brothers. We saw them last week taking on Friendship Farm. So we're seeing them again. We've got Papadon. No idea. I think I have them with Currys. I don't know. Papadon taking on Remy Marcel. And then we've got CC Chanel taking on Ruby Reyes. And I think that's it. I think those are the 5 matches, aren't they? Aron Stevens, Trevor Murdoch, Allison Kaye, Nicole Savoy, Social Distancing taking on Real Money Brothers, Papadon taking on Remy Marcel, and CC Chanel taking on Ruby Reyes. Now, all I'll say is I'm not too familiar with those lower names down the card. Ruby Reyes, I've heard has been on Impact a few times. I've heard does a bit of like intergender wrestling, and she's got like a bit of name recognition. So yeah, I'm kind of interested in seeing her. I really am looking forward to seeing the social distancing. And then obviously Allison Kaye, love Allison Kaye. So yeah, that would be great. And then Aron Stevens, Trevor Murdoch. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Heather says, did you get my tweets about how Camille will be doing a local show here in 3 weeks? I wouldn't dare go to a show now, even at low capacity. That's a shame. It's hard, isn't it? It's really difficult. I actually, how long have we got? We got 9 minutes, right? I can quickly tell this story. So many people have been telling me about Ring of Honor, and they've been telling me about a new Ring of Honor Pure tournament. And I checked it out. I actually watched the show today. I watched week 3. I just found the latest episode and watched that. So I watched week 3, and I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. They are doing some really, really interesting things. So, for example, the video packages before the wrestlers come down, absolutely some of the best video packages you'll ever see. They really talk in depth about who they are, what they've achieved, what they're still trying to achieve. Like, they really get themselves over more than WWE have ever got Ricochet over at any point ever. Like, in the 2-3 minutes that they give them, they just start talking and going through everything. And it's absolutely fascinating. Like, this one guy was saying that he was talking to his opponent, and his opponent turned around and said, I heard that you're a trainer. And he was like, yeah. He went, who would listen to you? And just that one line all of a sudden just added a little extra spice to the match, because the guy was saying, I can't remember all the names. There's a lot of people I'm not familiar with, but the guy was saying, that's one of the most disrespectful things anyone's ever said to me. Like, I've worked hard, you know, I've done this, I've achieved that, I've done this, I've done that. I'm trying to give back to people, and I'm trying to train people, and he's going to turn around to me and ask, who am I to be training people? And all of a sudden you're like, man, I can't wait to see these two face each other. Like, it's all within a 2-3 minute video package. It was so good. Like, all the video packages were so good. And you get 3 rope breaks in a match. Once they're gone, they're gone. You get no more rope breaks. You get 3. So if you use them up at the start, if you get put in a submission a few moments later, forget getting to the ropes. Like, it's not going to help you. So I love that as well. Apparently you can punch once, right? And then you get told off. If it happens again, DQ. So you're allowed to punch once. If it happens again, DQ. If anyone comes down outside interference, if any outside interference happens, that person loses their job. I mean, how easy is that to enforce that rule? If someone comes down and interferes in the match, you lose your job. So guess what? No one's interfering. It's brilliant. Like, why don't WWE say that to everyone that interferes? If you come down, then that's it, you're done. You're done. We'll let you go. We'll terminate your contract. I don't know. I don't know why. There's all this, like, you watch it and you just go, all of this just makes so much sense. Why is not everyone doing these rules? My only concern is it's for this pure tournament, and then that tournament's going to end, and then I think all these rules are going to go away, and I really love them. The reason that we got onto this subject, right, is because the one criticism I've got is it's so sterile. It's so with no fans, and also there's not much in the way of like decoration or anything like that. Like, it is literally just a studio. That would be a slight criticism I have of Primetime Live as well. I mean, like, it's got a nice stage. I like the entrance ramp, goes to the ring. I mean, really, you know, you could say what else do you need, but it does feel like a ring in a studio, because that's what it is. But that's what Ring of Honor feels like as well, you know. I don't know, it's hard to say what it needs, but it feels like it needs some sort of decoration. It needs some kind of life, or, I mean, it can't have a crowd, but I don't know, maybe massive trees or something. I don't know. Like, give it some kind of an atmosphere. I keep using Lucha Underground as an example, because Lucha Underground, you know, that wasn't just a ring in a studio. That had its whole like identity, didn't it? Had like bleachers, and it had like its own feel. Kind of felt like it had been there a long time. I think they'd made it feel like worn and old, and it was really cool. Kind of, I don't want to say Aztec, but I got an Aztec vibe. I don't even know if I'm using the right words, but yeah, it was kind of that kind of a vibe, and it had a personality. That's the words that I'm looking for. The arena had a personality. Now, I appreciate, I don't know how long these guys are there for. It might only be temporary, so there's only so much you can do. And I don't know the situation with Ring of Honor, but that would be my criticism. So, Heather, shout out to you for starting off that 5-minute conversation. To cut a long story short, which I absolutely haven't, but to go back, yeah, the crowd's so important, because I have watched that Ring of Honor thing. I absolutely love it. But the biggest criticism is no atmosphere. And that's not really their fault, but I think there's probably more they could do. But in regards to, just finish on that Ring of Honor thing, they've got amazing entrance music, and they actually put up at the bottom who it is. Like, you listen to it and you just go, man, I could listen to this tune. This is a tune, man. And it's like, it's really great vibes. Like, if it's hip-hop, it's like proper hip-hop. If it's like a dance track, it's a proper dance track. And I think by proper artists as well. And it even comes up at the bottom who it is. So as the person's coming down, you're like, oh, this person just feels like $1 million. It's like $1 million. Because it's so much better than like the generic music that you get in WWE. So, yeah, there was a lot I loved about it. But we're not watching that tonight. Hayden Garrett says, hello, Days. I'm ready for NWA Primetime. Shout out to you, Hayden. I am ready as well. Did you see Jonathan Grisham? I didn't, no. Who did I see? I saw Salius Young taking on, I can't remember the guy's name, but the other guy was well, they were both great, but the other guy was incredible. Like, he was saying that he can do the technical stuff, but like he's all about just getting the job done. And he went in there, and some of the moves and everything. It's a 15-minute time limit. The clock never leaves the screen at the bottom, and it's got their names either side. It's brilliant. So you've got the two competitors' names, the clock that never leaves the screen, just at the bottom, but it's never in the way. And then also you've got 3 dots underneath, and those are the 3 rope breaks. So once they've used them, a dot goes away, so you can see how many they've got left. So, and then like as they come down, there's like stats as well. Like, so far this year, this person has won 67.8% of their matches. These two have faced each other 17 times, and this person has won like 80% of them. Like, just interesting facts as they're coming down to that sick music. It's really good. I would hope that a few wrestling companies would be keeping an eye on what's happening with that Ring of Honor pure tournament, because I think there's definitely lessons to be learned and to modernize wrestling a little bit. It's very exciting. Very exciting. Days, who do you think the main event is tonight? Tonight is Aron Stevens, Trevor Murdoch, future compilations. Shout out to you. John says, are you excited for TakeOver this Sunday? Yeah, I suppose. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just can't get like crazy about it. I don't know why. I don't know why, because I like Io Shirai. I don't know if Candice is in a great place at the moment, but she's had some good matches recently. I remember her match against Mia Yim, I think it was. It was a very good match. But yeah, so that should be cool. Kyle O'Reilly is going to do a great job with Finn Balor, so I'm sure that's going to be a great match. Johnny Gargano, Damian Priest is going to be a great match. I think what it comes back to is the build. I mean, Kyle O'Reilly got into that spot literally a week or so ago. Candice, exactly the same by winning that Battle Royal. Johnny Gargano, again, just got announced as the opponent not that long ago. Like, there's no matches that we've been salivating over or waiting for, or it's just kind of come out of the blue. Like, the build has not been great for this TakeOver at all. They've done a fine job putting a card together, and it's a good-looking card. But I think that's why I'm not sitting here losing my mind, because I just think that there's no dream match, or do you know what I mean? No kind of big finally they're gonna clash kind of a thing. But it should be a good show. Let's end on that, because I can tell you that we are just about to begin, my friends. So this will run for about an hour and a half. Of course, we'll talk about what's going down as it's going down. This is a presentation. Swerve versus Escobar was announced as well. I did see that. How dare you call her Mia Yim? She's called Reckoning. She wasn't when she faced Candice, though, was she? Right, they did this last week where we just got little promos from them. So we've got the Real Money Brothers right now. I know that because there's lots of money in the background, and he's holding a lot of money. Is this social distancing? They've got masks! They are standing too close, though. Oh, SoCal distancing. Oh, they're called SoCal distancing. I thought they were called social. That makes more sense now. SoCal distancing. That's fun. SoCal distancing. Lol. Chris Dickinson's here. Is question mark going to be there, says 7-star. It's coming tonight, it's coming tonight. Hot damn, it's coming tonight. Aron Stevens with the Mongrovian flag in the background. Karate. Trevor Murdoch with a trailer in the background. That green screen is working hard, let me tell you. That green screen is a meltdown. Primetime live tonight. Aron Stevens. Shout out to everyone that's joining us. Yeah, question mark, we don't know. Days, have you thought about shaving the beard since we could be nearing another lockdown? No, because then I'd have to shave. And then it'd all grow back again. And it'd be like, oh, what's the point in that? Giving up shaving. What's the point? You shave and then it comes back. Do you know what I mean? Things that you have to keep doing every day I can't be bothered with. I said, whoop that ass! I said, whoop that ass! I said, whoop that ass! Who's this? Who are you? Oh, yes! We're starting off with social distancing. This is Real Money Brothers with Repo Man Rick. Yeah. This is rap music, innit? Doing all this, aren't we? Oh, this is the right match to kick it off with. I could do like exercise aerobics to this, couldn't I? Could you imagine if there was a wrestler that had a YouTube channel every morning, did like workout exercises? Why is Naomi not doing that? Naomi would be sick at that. Right, here we go. SoCal Distancing versus... Look at them with their masks on. Oh, he's took his mask off. Real Money. Good tunes there that they're coming out to. It's a good beat. SoCal Distancing. Repo Rick, man. Don't remember. He wasn't around last week. They've got a new friend. That's good, isn't it? So, SoCal Distancing. Welcome to the new normal. That's a great line. SoCal Distancing. Welcome to the new normal. That's like the Ascension. Do you remember when they used to say "Welcome to the Wasteland"? SoCal Distance are like "Welcome to the new normal." I like that. Honestly, I do think they should go a little further with it, though. I would love it if they started by putting some Purell on the hands. Do you know what I mean? Maybe putting it on the tag rope as well. Getting out the wipes. Doing the whole corner. That'd be good. I think I should be in that team. Come out to like a siren. Keep back. Keep back. Keep 2 meters. Social distancing. Keep back. Keep back. Maybe come down with toilet roll. Woo! Just throwing toilet roll around. Woo! Social distancing. That would be good. Imagine that if you came out on the entrance stage, did that, and all these toilet rolls just kind of unraveled. That would be my entrance, that would. All these ideas just going to waste. Their finisher is called Purell. Amazing. Amazing. Austin 316, shout out to you. WDF. Killer Sasuke. Total Divas on Thursday. No, dude. We finished Total Divas. Daze, do you think whoever loses at TakeOver gets called up? You'd say there's probably a good chance, wouldn't you? You'd say there's a chance. The money's being thrown around. Elbow to the back. I don't know who the people are. I said this last week. Like, I would love it if they would give us a bit of a rundown on who the people are. You know, that would be really useful on the... I had a look on the United Wrestling Network website, and they've still got a preview for week 1, but nothing for week 2 and nothing for week 3. I mean, I don't really care about week 2 now. But, yeah, it would have been good. All of these are people that I believe compete in, like... Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, Championship Wrestling from Arizona. Come on, SoCal Distances, says Future Compilations. Cartwheel, nice, slap. Ooh, nice drop kick there by one of the SoCal Distancers. The new normal. And we've got Repo Rick on the outside. Repo Rick. Why is he called Repo Rick? Does he work as a Repo Man? Was he a fan of Repo Man? Nice slam down. Real Money Brothers are from the future stars of wrestling. Days, this show needs more tuck. Days, important question. Who do you think is the real jobber in the chat? Whoever asks that question. Whoever asks that question is the jobber. Right, nice strike by SoCal. Elbow to the back of the head. Strike to the midsection. Again, if you are just joining us, we've got a few warm-up matches. This is SoCal Distancing against Real Money Brothers. We've seen Real Money Brothers before. They were victorious just last week, so they're trying to get 2 wins in a row here. I was thinking about this. I don't actually know who the NWA Tag Champs are, because the NWA Tag Champs were James Storm and Eli Drake, but James Storm apparently was going back to WWE. So apparently he's not under contract, so he can't be the champ. He can't be the tag team champ now. So have the belts been vacated? You'd have to think we're going to get an answer to that very, very soon. 1, 2, no, just a 2 for Real Money Brothers. Probably a good chance that we'll see Real Money Brothers competing for those NWA titles if they have been vacated. Over the top. Nice. It's all Real Money Brothers at the moment. Going for the cover. 1, 2. Shoulder up. Shoulder up. We're already 11 minutes in. We've got 5 matches. Monica King, shout out to you. I hope you are feeling better. I just noticed the guy is Damien Sandow. Yeah, that's Aron Stevens. Days, James Storm is still going to go to WWE. Is he? You see, I heard that he apparently Paul Heyman wanted him to go to partner with Robert Roode, but now Paul Heyman's not in that kind of creative position. I don't know. Maybe you will. Maybe you will. R&B Shug. Is that what he's called? R&B Shug. R&B Shug kicked out, guys. What's the other guy called? Hip Hop Harry. Hip Hop Harry and R&B Shug and Repo Rick. Dragon suplex? No. Oh. Flatliner. 1, 2. No. Another save? Days Miz and Mrs. on Thursday? No. 7 Star says Stevens for the win. Hopefully. Jota says, I'm just here to say I love you. No. That T-Bar should go straight up to the main event of WrestleMania and fight Goldberg. The problem is, if that happens, he will lose. Goldberg beats everyone. Heather says, no, they're going to ruin James Storm just like everyone else. That's what they do. Right, Hip Hop Harry is down. Adrian Blessed. Oh. 1, 2. Oh, no. SoCal Distancing have won, so I thought that Real Money Brothers would win, and then, like, that would be them on a roll. SoCal Distancing are the United Wrestling Network Tag Team Champs. So, I suppose that does make a bit of sense then. Phoenix Splash wins it. I bet Repo Rick is gutted. Bet Repo Rick is beside himself. He'll have to go doing some repossessing to make himself feel better. I want to see the belts. Oh. Okay. They don't look as good as the NWA ones. NWA ones look exactly the same as an old WWF championship. No Joe Galley this week. We've got Blake Troop, Todd Kennelly, and Alicia Manning, was it? James Storm said the deal is signed. He's taken a physical. It's just on hold. Heather says, I'm gutted. I'll miss Storm in the NWA. I loved him and Eli. Hello, look, here's Trevor Murdoch. Trevor Murdoch. He's a great wrestler. Finally get your shot. What's your game plan? I haven't got a game plan. That is all he does. He literally... He doesn't strike me as someone sitting at home that's going through tactics and watching videotape. Aron Stevens, I promise you, you'll remember this day for the rest of your life. Simple but effective. Right, we're going back. The Greek god, Papadon, taking on Remy Marcel. Oh, there we go, the Greek god. Okay, let's change over the graphics. Greek god, Papadon. He's got a mask on as well, Remy Marcel. It's weird seeing people making entrances with masks on. Remy Marcel, I couldn't find much info on him other than he made his pro debut in 2007. Apparently, the Greek god Papadon made his debut in 1999. He's been wrestling for 20-odd years. So, this Greek god Papadon, a bit of a indie veteran by the looks of it. From Greece? It's unusual, isn't it? Isn't that weird? Like, if you think about wrestling and the history of wrestling, like, you think about Greece because of, obviously, the Olympics and all of that kind of stuff. But I can't name many Greek wrestlers. That's what I just said, a 20-year veteran. I like that. He's called GGP. That's good, GGP. That's a bit like GSP, George St. Pierre from UFC. GGP. I'm into this now. See what I'm saying? Just little things like... Have you ever seen a Greek wrestler before? Here's Papadon. He's been wrestling for 20-odd years. They call him GGP. It's just those little things you go, yeah, I'm going to watch this. I mean, I was going to watch it anyway. I've already paid for it, but do you know what I mean? Food Network is a channel in the US, says David Paul. Okay. 7-star, let's go Marcel. Oh. I swear GGP is a worse name than Slapjack and T-Bar. What, Greek god Papadon? No, not when you say GGP. I gotta say, someone said Slapjack Shane Thorne, and I actually thought that sounded alright. Slapjack Shane Thorne, when you actually add the Shane Thorne, it actually becomes palatable. I was like, yeah, okay. And if he came down with hockey stick, You know, like, was it Casey Jones out of the Turtles? The problem I've got is Slapjack, right? Whenever I hear of Slapjack, I always think of, like, someone just running up to someone called Jack and just giving him a bit of a... Do you know what I mean? And that's not a good mental image to have, is it? Here's Slapjack. Just... Yeah. But Slapjack Shane Thorne, if he came down with a hockey stick, could be cool. I could vibe with that. But he needs the hockey stick. If he hasn't got the hockey stick, I'm not accepting him. So, Slapjack, if you watch him, go and buy a hockey stick. You probably get one on Amazon. Cheap. T-Bar, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing T-Bar can do. There's nothing you can do. I'm guessing the T stands for Twitter banter. Maybe that's what T-Bar stands for. Maybe T-Bar is Twitter banter, because that's all he does. Slapjack, Shane Thorne, Mace, and Twitter banter. Retribution. Knee strike by GGP. Daze, do you think WWE should bring back Carlito? If you want, for a Rumble appearance or something. I don't really care for anything else. They've got a lot of talent. There's a lot of people they're not using. I don't know that they need to go out and bring back older stars. I just googled the guy. He is legit Greek, and his name is a shortened version of his real last name. Interesting. Casey Jones beats Slapjack hands down. Yeah, that's true. We know that to be true. The other thing is, though, Casey Jones is cartoon. So, with that being kept in mind, Slapjack still has a few things going for him. But he definitely needs the hockey stick. Hell in a Cell. I don't know, buddy. I don't know what we're doing on Thursday. My brain has not gone that far. GGP with a Pim. Pace of this is okay. GGP doing very well. Female ref as well, just worth pointing out. Kicks by GGP. WrestleVotes reported that Sasha versus Bayley at... Yes, you're right, Wrestling Days fan, I did see that. Sasha Bayley is apparently all made and will main event Hell in a Cell, and Drew against Orton, but I don't think either of them are massive surprises. I didn't read that earlier and go, what? What? I didn't know they were in a feud. Ref says to the Greek god, it's a 2. And he yells 3. But it wasn't a 3. So he was fibbing. Looking for a pole driver. Can't get it. Reverse. Big back body drop. WWE will ruin Damian Priest on the main roster. He'll be named the official priest of WWE. Dude, if they do that, he'll be a made man. You tell me you're not going to support a fighting priest, because I am. I am. He fights for forgiveness. I am all over that. He's going to baptize you. There's so much that you could do. Imagine if he came out in, like, dressed as a priest, but he had some sexy ladies with him that are dressed as sexy nuns, and he was stood there like this, and you had the sexy nuns behind him, and he was like, I'm gonna baptize you. Be good, man. That'd get over. I'd watch that. Thrown out the ring goes Remy Marcel. who could be French with a name like that. This could be France versus Greece. They should do that. Why have we not got a proper World Cup? Do you remember they tried to do it a few years ago and completely botched it because they only included Americans? Like, there should be a World Cup. Like, one person from each country in a tournament. Boom. World Cup. Anthony says, of course you would, because you're the official cherub. Yeah, that's true. I'm just saying. I think it would work. WWE are going to ruin Kushida, and he will be the transporter. Days in spandex. Papa Don has won it, guys. The Greek god. The 20-year veteran. Trained by Homicide. 43 years old. Made his debut in 1999. He just hit him with the falafel. I don't know. I don't know if that's what it's called. He just hit him with the Greek yogurt. I don't know anything else from Greece. What else is from Greece? The Olympics. The rings. That'd be good. Imagine if you had a finishing move called the Olympic rings. I'm wasted here. I'm just wasted. All these ideas. Hi, Chris. Chris Dickinson's here. Yeah, shut your mouth. 2 weeks ago. Chris Dickinson promo. What have we got left? I'll tell you what, we've only got 3 matches left, my friends. We've already been going for like 26 minutes. We've got Allison Kaye against Nicole Savoy. We've got CC Chanel against Ruby Reyes. And our main event tonight for the NWA National Heavyweight Championship. Aron Stevens versus Trevor Murdoch. Who's he calling out? I came to make a statement. Right. 100% reality. Oh, he's calling out Jervis Cottonbelly. Is that what you're trying to pass off as professional wrestling? Do you remember he was in Friendship Farm? Jervis Cottonbelly getting called out? I wasn't expecting that. Get someone to shut me up. Yeah, Jimbo Bimbo. Yeah, Bimbo Jimbo. Anthony Idol. Anthony Idol with a chain around his neck. He's a big guy, man. Towering over Dickinson. If you want to throw down with a real man, throw down with the baller, the shot caller. Well, they're having a match now. Are they having a match now? They haven't got time. You can't. You're not allowed to have a match now. They are having a match now. Anthony Idol, the neon phenomenon. Is he wearing any neon? He's got a little bit of neon. It's mainly black. I don't know if he's allowed that nickname. There's a lack of neon. If you're going to be called the Neon Phenomenon, you should have lots of neon. Do you know what I mean? His mind would be blown if he ever saw Naomi. If he ever watched Naomi, he'd be like, what? Oh, man, I could have had that helmet and everything. Anthony Idol versus Chris Dickinson. Yeah, someone had to step up. So we've got this lawyer. We've got this guy that's claiming to be a neon phenomenon. Austin 316, shout out to you. If Alistair Black was in Retribution, he'd be called Eye Patch. Yes. Jota says, John Silver is the best thing in wrestling right now. If you don't know who he is, then you need to catch up. Hashtag join the Dark Order. Right, we are underway with match number 3. And we've still got 3 matches after this. I thought he was calling out that Jervis Cottonbelly. He's big. He's a bit Diesel-like. If Diesel was a touch smaller. Against the ropes. Back elbow. He's got my first name. That means I'm an idol, says Anthony JCB. I'm not sure that's how it works. By the way, what happened to Tim Storm and a few of the other regulars? Well, it's all on hiatus, isn't it? I mean, we're just waiting to see what's going to happen with Power, but the talk is that Power will still come back. So, I mean, Tim Storm is someone that I think you can rely on. I don't believe he's going off at his age, and I'm not being disrespectful, but I'm just saying that I don't think that he's going off to AEW, WWE at his age. As a teacher, he's got Mama Storm. Do you know what I mean? He's a very settled guy. And I think the NWA kind of worked for him. Just go, record some TV shows, and, yeah, lovely. So I think that he'll be back. I think Tim Storm will be back. I don't know who else is coming back, though. I mean, it's just ripping the NWA apart, isn't it? Today's so-called wrestling fans. That's what she said. What? That Tim Storm would be back? Yes. Mustafa, shout out to you, dude. Resting Days fan can hear cats fighting outside, so that's some breaking news. Shout out to Adam Rotella at Chat President. Mr. Roro, I hope he's well. Chris Dickinson doing really well, going against the ropes. Kick to the arm of the Neon Phenomenon. One. Just a one. Armbar. Nice. He's got the big man grounded. I like Dickinson's kick pads because they look like they're blood splattered. Looks really cool. Looks classy. Might be quite nice if his trunks were that kind of design as well. His trunks are just black, but his kick pads on his boots are white and they look blood splattered. Charging over, going for a clothesline. Takedown. Big spine buster by Anthony Idol. Austin 316. Shout out to you. M. Barnes. Shout out to you, my friend. Tony says the NWA needs to sign Low-Key. Well, I'll tell you what's really exciting is I was watching that Ring of Honor show. And there was talent on there that I wasn't familiar with. A new guy, actually, that was making his Ring of Honor debut. And he was so impressive. I am so encouraged that there is real talent out there. I'm really encouraged that even if the NWA loses all its big names, you're going to find some great stars. There's some great people out there, great people that are training. There's lots of wrestling training schools at the moment, you know. I believe Tyler Breeze has got one, and there's loads. I mean, obviously Seth Rollins has got one. That's where that Ben Carter came from, that's making waves in AEW. He came out of that Black and Brave school. So, you know, you've got a lot of wrestling schools. And that talent's going to have to go somewhere, so... And Chris Dickinson's looking very impressive. Chris Dickinson still hasn't been shut up. The Dirty Daddy. Chris Dickinson. He could be a problem for Nick Aldis, actually. They could really build him up. Just keep giving him wins. Just keep giving him win after win after win after win after win. Next person, next person, next person. Boom. Put him in there with the champ. I'm begging you for someone. Yeah, that wasn't good enough. Dickinson wants more. Dickinson is Goldberg meets Stone Cold, says Shaylin. Okay, so 3 matches down, 35 minutes gone. It might be Allison Kaye coming up next. Nicole Savoy. I don't know anything about Nicole Savoy. She, as we said, it was meant to be Serena Deeb, but that unfortunately fell through. I don't know if it is next. Because we've still got CC Chanel and Ruby Reyes. Here we go. We'll find out. The Briscoe brothers are the best tag team of the last 15 yet. Briscoes are awesome. They are awesome. Yeah, it's got a big the graphics on screen. Right, yeah. She's got some swag, man. She got some swag. Nicole Savoy against Allison Kaye. Be great to see Allison Kaye. Days, Adam Cole's new gimmick is going to be interrupted by saying "Bay" and leaving. Shout out to Suffocating Stars fan. 35.2 in pain and suffering. Welcome. Shout out to Chrissy Ann Parahu Bazdio. Boom. Okay, so Nicole Savoy in red attire, black knee pads, and just waiting for Allison Kaye to make her way down. Days, you need a new theme song for Adam Cole. Can you make one for me? No. I'm not a... oh, it is May Valentine. I can't hear her. Allison Kaye says, I've got something I need to say to Thunder Rosa. May Valentine, they're fighting with the mic. Allison Kaye has been going at Thunder Rosa on social media. We've got a few technical problems. You couldn't quite hear what was being said, but you heard the key bit, and that was, I've got something to say to Thunder Rosa. So I think we're definitely building towards Allison Kaye versus Thunder Rosa in the future. best place to make a statement is inside the ring. That is very true. That is very true. But yeah, they've been going at each other on Twitter. I think Thunder Rosa said doing what I do best, and it was a clip of her wrestling. And I think Allison Kaye was like, well, it's sure not your promos. If any Thunder Rosa fans are watching, it was Allison Kaye that said that. It wasn't me. Legit, it wasn't me. It was Allison Kaye. Nice takedown by Nicole Savoy. Allison Kaye walking away, allowing Nicole Savoy to get up. What if WWE take Camille away and make it impossible for that Rosa feud? I'd be pleased for Camille. What's this? What's happening? Nicole Savoy is on the floor, and I think she was allowing Allison Kaye to come over to. Allison Kaye trying to grab a leg. Nicole Savoy sitting on the ground. Nice takedown. Arm drag by Nicole Savoy. Shoulder charge. Nice suplex by Nicole Savoy. Back kick as well. Going against the ropes. Allison Kaye down. Nicole Savoy trips over. Allison Kaye grabbing the legs. Tying them up. Knee compression. She's loving it. Allison Kaye is having a lovely time. She's like, ah! Nice headlock by Allison Kaye. Well, just a 1 count. Gonna have to do a bit more. Oh, is that a triangle? No, not quite over. Nice strikes coming in by Allison Kaye. Dave, check my message above. I hit a Canadian destroyer on my cat. Hi, Danny. Is that the one? Is that the one, Wrestling Days fan, where you said hi, Danny? Kaye versus Rosa on Twitter is great. Social media could get you over in an instant. Days T-Bar said if he was there, he would have helped HBK because he likes names with a few letters. I'm a big fan of Twitter banter. Danny Barnhouse, shout out to you. Nicole Savoy is Mercedes Martinez and Shayna Baszler's indie tag partner. I didn't know that. Didn't know that. She looks good. She's holding her own against Allison Kaye. Forearm strikes, knee strike to the midsection. Nice suplex, trying to roll over Allison Kaye, going for the cover. 1, 2. I mean, it'll be a big problem for Allison Kaye if she loses this, if she wants to face Thunder Rosa. She is doing very well of mixing her ground game with her standing game, but an ankle lock applied by Allison Kaye. Sunny Wolf, shout out to you. Retribution owns Twitter, says Tony. Donald Jackson. Shout out to you, Donald Jackson. Congrats on 206K. Shout out to you, buddy. Donald Jackson. I can't even say it. What's wrong with me? It's like the easiest thing to say. Donald Jackson. The long-lost brother of Michael and Tito. Not Santana. Maybe you are. I don't know. Over to the ropes went Nicole Savoy. Managed to grab the ropes, and the two have to break apart. Days, did you hear that NWA released Royce Isaacs? I didn't. No, I didn't hear that they had released him. Did he request it? We saw how the WWE treated AJ, Gallows, Anderson equals Bullet Club. That didn't work out. True. Did you hear about what Roman said about CM Punk? He said he didn't like him, but he'd do business with him. And he also heard Roman saying that Moxley was selfish when he went to AEW and has ruined any potential Shield reunion. He also said he thinks that they did the Shield reunions too many times. He's being quite outspoken now, Roman. Lovely suplex, by the way, by Nicole Savoy. Elbows coming in by Allison Kaye. Wrist lock. Commentators are saying that Allison Kaye looks like she really wants to make a statement here. 2. Just a 2. Shoulder up. Mustafa says, fun fact, Heath Slater was the first guy who started the Bay gimmick before Adam Cole, says Mustafa. Days said he would squash Thunder Rosa. I never said that. Days, how are you doing today? I'm good, thank you. Super Plumber Brothers says, Days, I'm a big figure collector. Can you shout me out? Absolutely. Shout out to you, my friend. I hope that WWE signs Tama Tonga and his brother. I don't think they will. The Gorillas of Destiny have been. I don't know. I don't know if they've been on WWE's radar. I mean, they will have been, but I don't know if they've been a tag team they've actively ever looked to sign. Allison Kaye doing well, trying to get a submission hold applied, but couldn't get it. Nice kick by Nicole. Roller. 1, 2. Kick out by Allison. Little roll up by... Oh, nice. Into a bridge as well, and she gets it. Allison Kaye gets it. Rolls up Nicole Savoy. Bridges back. It was a very good match. I think the only problem is you know that Allison Kaye's winning this. I mean, Allison Kaye's calling out Thunder Rosa. They made sure that you knew that before the match started. So, I kind of feel like the match suffered a bit as a result. Well, I mean, the match was good. I'm not saying it suffered, but can't say I was on the edge of my seat because I'm pretty sure we're building towards Thunder Rosa, Allison Kaye. AK-47. Stands in the ring, puts her arm up as Nicole Savoy is led away. Can't hear her again. Oh, calling out Thunder Rosa. Right. Minnesota and Bryant will be visiting Days once travel restrictions are lifted. Super set Days. I remember when you talked about Mattel not having a 2003 Elimination Chamber attire of Triple H, but the new Decade of Domination series has a similar attire. Yes. Tama said he almost went to WWE but got cold feet. Interesting. Days, I heard Tony Khan owns Fulham. He does. Michael Jackson was my long-lost brother. He taught me the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s. Did he also tell you to not blame it on the boogie? Hey, look, here's May Valentine doing some backstage interviewing with Aron Stevens. Third Degree. I'm going to cut Trevor Murdoch down like a giant redneck victory. Runs past in the background, holding up the belt. And again, Ruby Ray's, which a lot of people think it's me in disguise because it is very close to my name. That could be Ruby Days. I'm not going to confirm if it is me or not. So, Ruby Ray's versus CC Chanel. What a lovely name. CC Chanel. The equal opportunity ass kicker. Apparently, Ruby Ray's, as we said, does intergender wrestling, has done a lot of intergender wrestling, and has appeared on Impact. CC Chanel. The following contest is CC. She looks a little bit like Princess Leia. You know when Princess Leia was held captive? Getting those vibes. The hair's not the same. Actually, a little bit Camille. I think Camille wrestles in that kind of attire. It's like a homage to Tatanka. It's got a little bit at the front, little bit at the back. I thought you was about to say Ruby Riot. Days, where do you think AOP will end up? I don't know. I don't know, my friend. I'm amazed that they're no longer with WWE. Right, here comes Ruby Ray's. The equal opportunity ass kicker. She looks serious, man. She looks serious. Tough as hell fighters. She certainly looks. She looks interesting. I don't watch Impact, so I won't have seen her on Impact. The only woman in history to enter the red carpet rumble. Right, talking a bit of trash to each other. This is the final match until we get to Aron Stevens against Trevor Murdoch. We've said before that these cards are kind of built around those main events. They tend to get like a third of the show, the main event. And the undercards are all right. They just kind of show off championship wrestling from Hollywood talent. Sometimes they bring in like some MLW talent and obviously some NWA talent as well. I mean, we saw Allison Kaye, which was great. But a lot of who you see come from like championship wrestling from Hollywood. But it's no problem. I don't know much about them. Nice show of strength here by CC Chanel. Forearm strike by CC Chanel. I'm surprised that she's getting in the early advantage here. I really thought this Ruby Ray's was going to be very dominant. She's quite a big girl. She's a bit, little bit Jordan Grace. Nice kick by CC Chanel. And pedigree? No. Can't get it. Days, it's being said that the draft has been planned out with Edge and Daniel having a lot of say. That's interesting. Stomp by Ruby. But misses. CC smacks her in the face. Back elbow. So CC down in the corner. Stomped by Ruby Rays. That looks like she's putting quite a bit behind it. Against the ropes goes CC. Oh, knee strike by Ruby. Follows straight in after. Forearm strike. Drives Ruby Rays back. And again, straight after. I like that. You don't see that often. Hurling them into the ropes, but following in straight after. And throwing in a knee. That's good. Against the ropes she goes herself. Another knee strike as well. She's just a powerhouse, isn't she? Looking for a choke slam. Back elbow by CC, working on the arm. Kick to the knee. Going again for that pedigree. Just couldn't get it. Flipped over. Lag. Is there some lag? I haven't got any lag. Dave, should I get Elite 12 or Hall of Champions Kane? Let me just remind myself of what 12 was. Kane Elite 12. Oh, I think they're very similar. I really think they're very, very similar. I don't think there's much difference between them. I think there's no difference, bud, by the looks of it. Basically a re-release. So either. I mean, the Hall of Champions one comes with the belt, so nice strikes. I've got to tell you, Ruby Rays is in control. Into the corner, looking for big chop. Big chop. That's why I don't get people saying she's got no experience. Retribution is attacking days. Are we saying there's lag? I don't have any. Let's have a look. People saying that there's lag, but I don't have anything on my end to say that there's a problem. So I'll have a look. But Ruby Rays in there, going for a clothesline. Kick to the midsection by CC. 1, 2, shoulder up. It looks okay. I don't know what that was. No lag for me. I've got no lag either. Yeah, I can't quite understand. Normally it says there's a problem. Like I've got like a little box, and if there's lag, it goes red. If everything's fine, it's green, and it's been green. So I don't know if it's a YouTube problem. But I can tell you that Ruby Rays, it's fine for me, but it was lagging a little earlier. Okay. Monica, have you got any lag, or Sunny? Let me know. You disappeared, and then I got an ad. You got an ad during the stream. What's that? Is that a change that YouTube have brought in or something? I don't know. Let Monica or Sonny or one of the mods feel free to let me know how it is. Because I don't even know if there's lag up now or if people can join us at the moment. 7 Star says, yes, sir. I can boogie. Shoulder up by Ruby Reyes, but she then got the win. I got an ad too. Chat's froze by lagging earlier. Okay, well, hang on. Let's... Yeah. Hello, some guy cartwheeling his way down. There was lag. The screen blacked. I got a commercial, and it's all good now. I don't know what that is then. I know that YouTube have actually done a few changes recently. YouTube have actually changed a few things behind the scenes, but I didn't know that they'd done anything like this. That's going to be horrific. That's no setting that I've changed. Nothing that I've tweaked or changed. Who the hell's this guy? Who's this guy? It's the Shockmaster. Robert who? Robert Paines. Who's this guy? Some guy in like what looks to be again something similar to a stormtrooper helmet. Love it if he'd fallen over. Right, this wasn't advertised, so I don't know who this is. It seems to be good now. Okay, thank you. I think it's fine now. I honestly can't explain it. I had nothing my end saying there was a problem. No problems this end at all. So I don't know if YouTube has just had a little glitch or I don't know. I can't even tell you who's fighting now because I didn't even see who was coming down. That's kind of cool. They're shouting out people on the fight chat. So it looks like they are reading what's actually being written and what's coming through on the fight chat, which is quite interesting. Back elbow, some nice flips. Lands on his feet. Lag still. What is this stream? Is it lagging again? Is the picture lagging though? I have no idea. I've got no idea what's going on. I don't know if YouTube have got some issues or what's happening. It's T-Bar's glue gun. I think you were kinder to Corbin. There would be no lags. Hang on. It's absolutely fine on my phone. It's absolutely fine. I can't explain it. I don't know. There must be some issue with YouTube, but I've got no issue showing here, and on my phone, it's absolutely fine. Very, very strange. The other thing that's strange is I can't tell you who's fighting right now. Person A versus person B. That's what we've got. This is an unadvertised match, and we've got two people facing each other. Person A came down and was doing cartwheels. Person B came down, he had a sick mask. So there we go. Gut wrench suplex. 1, 2, shoulder up. Okay, he's trying to get over to the ropes. Robert looks great tonight. I think he's lost some weight. Which one's Robert? Okay, against the ropes. Oh, he tried to hurl him so hard against the ropes, but he actually kind of slipped. And the other guy didn't quite even make the ropes. So that didn't kind of work out the way they planned. He's got him up on the shoulders. Some back elbows coming in. Forearm strikes. Swing and a miss. Nice. Kick to the midsection. Enziguri. Drop kick. Picks him up. Excellent. Power slam. Brilliant power slam. Love that scream as well that he just gave out. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. He took too long. Rather than screaming, he should have just pinned. Going over to the corner. Baines is one of them. Oh! Shooting star press, but no one home. Baines kill, shoot, submission hold. And a tap. And that match is over. So, main event time coming up. Excellent power slam. That's what she said. Right. Main event time. I got to tell you, I think this show's a bit of a mess tonight. I think that, if I'm being straight up honest, I think there's too much. Like, you can't like take it all in. Like, no one's getting the opportunity to like stand out. There's no backstory. There's a few things that need to be addressed. I think that the in-ring action's very good. I think what the wrestlers are doing is absolutely fine. But as a show, it is just match, including 2 matches that weren't advertised. So this card's going to have like 7 matches on it, I think. Yeah, because there was 5 advertised and we got 2 extra ones. But I mean, rather than cramming in 2 extra matches and trying to showcase even more wrestlers, which I don't think is the right way forward, it'd be good to get like some video packages, some information as to who these people are. Who are they? Why should I care? Who wins? What does it mean if they do win? I don't know the answers to any of these questions. So, I think that I'm finding this to be a frustrating show because it is just wrestling. And honestly, I mean, because it's a lot of unknown people that I don't know, I could just go onto like YouTube and watch those matches. The appeal of this event is, for me, the NWA talent and this main event, you know. But just trying to shoehorn in wrestlers to try and fill the time, I really feel like there's a better way of filling that time. Why not film one of the matches, put it out there for free to give people a taste of what this is all about? Here comes, anyway, we're at the main event. the national heavyweight champion, the NWA national heavyweight champion, the third degree Mongrovian champion, coming down with his black top. I'm looking forward to this. This, as we said, was a match we were meant to be getting at Crockett Cup. Okay, so Murdoch in the corner. Aron Stevens wearing a full gi. This is sanctioned by the National Wrestling Alliance. Okay, so both fighters just getting their introductions. It is main event time. Mongrovian Karate. There's no sign of the question mark. It's a nice belt. The center plate is kind of a wide strap, and the center plate looks like the USA. He turns the belt around to show that he is third degree Mongrovian Karate. He does take his accolades very seriously. Well pointed out by the commentator. Right, the championship being shown up. I don't even know how long Aron Stevens been champion for, but it's been a while now, you know. Right, main event time. We got 19 minutes. Nice forward roll, but a punch to the face. Down goes Aron Stevens. I love that. He went rolling forward, got punched in the face and rolled back. The two lock up. And if there is no question mark here, this is going to be difficult for Aron Stevens. Trevor Murdoch working on the arm. Roll again. Kip up by Aron Stevens. Reversed by Stevens. Goes for a clothesline. Big strike. Stevens goes down and rolls out the ring. Aron Stevens getting back into the ring. Motorbikes and Mongrovian strikes. Team CB says, I just watched the Royal Rumble. It was amazing. Into the corner goes Trevor Murdoch. Some big forearm strikes coming in by Aron Stevens. Headbutt by Aron Stevens. Murdoch firing in some strikes of his own. Yeah, a lot of strikes being thrown to each other in the corner. Murdoch coming back with some forearm strikes. Strikes to the body now. He really throws them as well. But Aron Stevens driving his shoulder in. Headbutts. Stevens really throwing in some stuff here. Normally, he was quite cowardly. But he's got to fight. Are they saying that? I'm surprised. Like, why doesn't he just go for the count out? Oh, another big strike. Stevens goes to the outside. Yeah, he nice. Takes the legs away from Trevor Murdoch. Murdoch almost sounds like murder, says Austin316. Eric says, so it's Sandow. It is Sandow, yeah. Just slammed him hard into the ring steps. Murdoch throws Stevens back into the ring. We've got around about 15 minutes left. This is our main event. Clothesline. Down goes Aron Stevens. Looking for a lariat. Boom. Yeah. He's going for another big shot. Okada is taking notes, says Goose, with these rainmakers. Here we go. 1, 2. Kick out by Aron Stevens. So, good kick out there. He got thrown into the ring steps. Got lariated. Is that a thing? Lariated. Hit with 3 lariats. And managed to kick out at 2. We haven't seen any titles change hands on this Primetime Live. But as we said, there's a real possibility that it could happen here. Aron Stevens on the entrance ramp. Trevor Murdoch hurls him off. Throws him off the entrance ramp. Aron Stevens down. And Murdoch just staring at the... he's got to get him back in. Count out isn't going to do it. Oh, what's the ref doing? What's the ref doing? That was a bit weird. Aron Stevens grabbed the light and put it right in Trevor Murdoch's face, and he was like, ah! Like that. Crazy. That's what she said. Okay. Back into the ring goes Trevor Murdoch. 1. Just a 1. He's been blinded by the lights. Kicks coming in by Aron Stevens. Knee strike as well. So the momentum with Aron Stevens right now as he's sat in the corner, throwing in some back elbows. Yeah, nice. I love that. That's cool. Sat. You got Murdoch sat in the corner. You got Aron Stevens sat in front of him. Just bang, bang. Look vicious. I didn't think I'd be saying that about some Aron Stevens offense. Only gets 2 count. Is another kick. Big kick coming in by Stevens. It's all Aron Stevens right now. Trevor Murdoch is the only man. That's what he said, yes, Eustace. What if they do the finger poke of doom, says Anthony. It would raise a few eyebrows. He's trying to choke him with the belt, but he's also hiding it. Is he tapping? Is he tapping? It looked like he was tapping. Look, it looks like he's tapping. It looks like that looks like a tap. Why is the ref not calling it? He's doing this. It looks like Trevor Murdoch is tapping. But Trevor Murdoch, I think, was trying to tell the referee, he's choking me out. Strikes coming in by Murdoch. Forearm strike by Murdoch. Murdoch going against the ropes. Clothesline by Aron Stevens, who's taken off his white gi shirt now. Get up, Trevor, he says. As he drives his knee into the side of the face of Trevor Murdoch. Trevor Murdoch up against the ropes. We're kind of getting down to the final 10 minutes. You go, Aron Stevens up. Oh, spine buster. Spine buster by Murdoch. Both guys are down. They've been fighting everywhere, actually. We've been outside the ring. We've been on the entrance ramp. We've been thrown off the entrance ramp. We've used the light shone it in Trevor Murdoch's face. There's been some nice moments in this. It's been good. Big strikes coming in by Aron Stevens. Murdoch up top. Oh, big crossbody! Oh, that was huge! Big crossbody by Trevor Murdoch. Off the top. Wow. Aron Stevens managing to kick out. Oh, and Aron Stevens takes his leg away. Chop block. Nice. Stevens looking really good, man. This isn't the cowardly Aron Stevens that we had on Power because he can't afford to be. Because seemingly there's no question mark that can get involved, and they've got to fill the time. And he's going over. He's putting Murdoch's leg behind. Ooh, look at that. That's beautiful, beautiful submission hold. That was really nice. Very creative. William Hensey says, the NWA just needs to have Trevor Murdoch beat up trailer trash hillbillies and wrestle animals. Okay. I would pay to see Murdoch versus a family of squirrels. Figure 9. It's great. I don't know. Oh, over the top goes Stevens. Oh, big strike by Murdoch. And again. Stevens goes down. He's in trouble. Planted down. Full Nelson slam by Trevor Murdoch. Still got a bit of time, though. Although, what's he going for here? Elbow, headbutt, clothesline. It's going up top. I don't know what it was. He kind of tried to drop the knee, but Aron Stevens moved out of the way. This is for the NWA National Heavyweight Championship. We could see a title change hands. Oh, lovely. It's a discus forearm. 1, 2. Oh. Shoulder up. Discus forearm by Aron Stevens. Come on, Murdoch, says Durante. Shout out to you. Robin813 says, I want Murdoch versus Keith Lee. Randy Orton is confirmed to star in the new Chronicles of Riddick movie. 1, 2, 3. He's got him. Trevor Murdoch is the new champion. And new NWA National Champion Trevor Murdoch. Title change. Trevor Murdoch. There we go there. That's cool. I wonder if those 3 yellow stripes are going to come off. He puts the title down. Trevor Murdoch really showing some respect there to it. Really showing a lot of respect. Just managed to hook the legs. He just literally caught Stevens. Wow. There we go. We did wonder. I'm pleased for him. Yes. New title. New title. New champion. Trevor Murdoch, congratulations. How does it feel? Trevor Murdoch says he's a bit lost for words. I know I should have been prepared, but... Oh, Trevor Murdoch, man, it looks like he's going to cry. He says, I want to thank my wife and kids. Trevor Murdoch says, I won, I did it, I did it. He's absolutely over the moon. That's cool. That's cool. He stands on the entranceway, holds the championship up. God, I wish everyone would be that happy when they won a belt. Normally, like, do you know what I mean? People are like, yeah, hold it up and celebrate for a bit, and then they do one. He was, like, on the verge of tears. Max Caster versus Chris Dickinson next week. Don't know what next week's main event's going to be. I'm guessing it won't be that. We've got Brian Idol against Levi Shapiro. We've seen Levi Shapiro before. Zicky Dice and a mystery partner against the Pope and Watts. So Zicky Dice in action next week. So Zicky Dice and a mystery partner against Pope and Watts. And there we go. There we go. Zicky Dice, that's going to be outlandish. Wrestling Days fan, shout out to you. Anthony says, Days, with Randy taking time off after Hell in a Cell, does that mean Drew wins? I haven't heard that he is. That's news to me. Outlandish. Mohammed Rafi, shout out to you. The show. Okay, so the show's coming to an end. I like the main event. I thought the main event was good. I thought it was fun. New champion. Really like seeing Trevor Murdoch with that new championship belt. I've got no ideas about the slight technical difficulties that we had during the stream. I mean, honestly, all throughout, it's been fine this end. And even when I've checked it on my phone, it's looked fine. So, little bit of disruption. I kind of felt like it's too cluttered. The show's too... I said it before. The show's too cluttered. The 7 matches, like, it's just match. And nothing stands out. I mean, like, I'm not down on the wrestlers. The wrestlers are doing a really good job, so I'm not down on that. But I would love some backstory. I would love some video packages. I don't know why we can't get some information on these people. I don't know. Maybe that's not what they're going for. Maybe that's not their mission objective. I don't know. Perhaps they're trying for a different flavour or something. I don't know. But I've always been someone that's really valued, like, character development and, you know, backstories and vignettes and all that kind of stuff. You get like, honestly, next to nothing at the start, like 30 seconds where you find out a little bit about the participants. But I would personally, if I was booking this show, I would have 5 matches, absolute max. I don't think the 2 that got added needed to be added. It felt like they got added because they had some extra time. But the reason they've got extra time is because they should be giving us more backstory. Like, if this is a lot of championship from Hollywood, championship from Arizona talent, why aren't we... Where's the video packages showing us them in action from championship from Hollywood, showing us clips from Power? if this is NWA and UWN working together, they've got all this wealth of footage that they could be delving into. Surely there's someone that can throw that together for them, you know? So I just kind of feel that this match, no one gets a chance to really stand out. And you don't get a chance to really connect with anyone. I mean, like, I connected with Allison Kaye because I've seen her before. And I connected with the main event. But outside of that, you know, I don't know who the people are in the tag teams. That makes it very hard to tell you, like, what's going on. Because it's like SoCal Distance in Man A has just tagged in SoCal Distance in Man B. And Real Money Brother A has tagged in Real Money Brother B. Because I don't know who they are yet. And it's, again, I've said, you go to the UWN website and that the information's not there for you to find out. If you really want to find out who these people are, you've really got to do your homework on it. And even saying that, there's 2 matches here that I didn't even know we were getting that just got thrown on last minute. So how do you research them? How do you find out about them? So you can't, is the answer. So you really have to rely on the commentary. And I'm sure the commentary is fine, but it's not enough. They need video packages. They really need video packages. So, I mean, the problem they've got is I think there's a good chunk of people that have bought the 4 package, right? I think if anyone bought the first show, I think the technical difficulties that they had might have driven a few people away, but they can always bring them back when you do another Nick Aldis match. So I don't think that's a big drama. But I think the very real problem they've got now is that if anyone's bought the 4, what's going to convince them to keep sticking with this? What's going to convince them to get the next 4? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't feel any connection to any of the championship wrestling from Hollywood talent that I've seen. I've seen no one that's like, yeah, I've got to resubscribe because I really want to see such and such again. You know, that literally 3 episodes in, I'm still subscribing for the NWA talent. And that's because I don't feel any connection to the United Wrestling Network talent because they're not doing a good job at making me. Like, the wrestlers are doing fine, but the presentation is not great, if I'm being honest. So, yeah, difficult to score this one because I'm not down on the wrestlers. They're doing a perfectly fine job, but I think there's a lot of work that could be done with the presentation. Robin says, Days, NXT, NWA, and AEW all have big men as their mid-card champions. Yeah, I really like Trevor Murdoch. It was a really good moment when he won. I mean, I'm a fan of Aron Stevens, so I would have liked Aron Stevens to have retained. But, yeah, I like Trevor Murdoch as well. Wrestling Days fan, shout out to you. Drew is going to retain the title as Orton is taking time off to film Chronicles of Riddick in November. Okay. Days, I give you friendship love. Shout out to you, Sonny. Heather says, what happened to the NWA women's division? Where is Allison Kaye's ex-best friend? Well, her ex-best friend was Marty Bell. I mean, in all fairness, I don't know. There wasn't really much of a women's division. They had Thunder Rosa, Melina, Marty Bell, Allison Kaye, and I mean, Tasha Steeles went to Impact, I think. Who was the other girl? I can't remember her name now. Vox, Ashley Vox. So there's only a couple like Marty Bell and Ashley Vox. Outside of that, I don't know that they really had much of a women's division. John, shout out to you. Days, who will be Zicky's partner? We don't know, buddy. It's Zicky and a mystery person. I would hope that mystery person's going to be someone exciting, but who could you bring in that would be exciting? Eli Drake? I mean, we have seen him before on this. I think he was interviewed backstage. I don't think he's had a match yet. So Eli Drake, maybe potential. Maybe Tim Storm. But would Tim Storm tag with Zicky? I'm not sure that he would. Yeah, hard to say. Hard to say. I mean, it literally could be anyone. I wonder if they could get Fatu from MLW. He's a decent name, isn't he? I'd love to see like the Von Erichs as well. Maybe Davey Boy Jr. Could be cool. David Hartsmith. Just trying to think of like some names that are kind of out there. We've seen Hammerstone. I don't think it'll be him because we've already seen him on the first episode. Warhorse is kind of decent name on the indie scene. I think people would be excited if it was Warhorse. I don't know anything about that Dan Hazen, but I know that he's got a bit of a buzz around him. But I think predominantly it's either going to be an NWA talent or someone from the United Wrestling Network. And I don't know the United Wrestling Network's roster, to be honest. So, yeah, hard to say. I was hoping that Randy would take the title off Drew, says Austin 316. I'm going to research UFC Fight Night. Yes, my friend, we've got UFC Fight Night coming up, and of course, Takeover coming up as well. So, right, thank you, Days. I was trying to remember Marty Bell. I really liked her. Yeah, she was cool, man. And she was doing stuff on the NWA channel as well. They were doing, I can't remember what they were doing exactly. It was some kind of like girl talk thing I saw. Then they were talking about social media and things like that, like bullying and whatnot. It was quite interesting. So yeah, I'm sure she's still in like good terms with them and whatever. So right, we're going to end it there, my friends. I'm not sure there's really much more to say. Congratulations to Trevor Murdoch, who is the new NWA National Heavyweight Champion. Not a bad main event. I mean, I will say this, the 3 main events, which is pretty much what sells these shows. The 3 main events have been decent. Like, Nick Aldis one was short, not his fault. It was, again, a pacing issue. I don't know who's producing these shows, but I thought they'd fixed a few problems last week. They had fixed the glitching, and they'd done 5 matches, and then this week they just decided to go back to 7. I don't know why. But yeah, they the main events, that first one was too short because there were 7 matches. Last week's main event was really great, and this week's main event was a lot of fun. Like, that was one of the better like Aron Stevens matches because he wasn't like he couldn't run away, and question mark couldn't help him, so he was having to fight, and he was still finding ways of getting like little cheating moments in there and whatever. But yeah, it was good. It was a good main event again. It'd be interesting to see what next week's main event is. Maybe it is going to be that Zicky Dyson mystery person. So we'll wait and see. Right, we're done. Awesome. Thank you to everyone that joined us tonight. Of course, we are back tomorrow for NXT and AEW. And we got SmackDown on Friday, UFC on Saturday. We've got NXT on Sunday, so plenty coming up on the channel. So, Mr. Death Buzzard says, Days, all the United Wrestling Network programming is on their YouTube channel. Yeah, I mean, time is very difficult for me because we watch. I mean, I've got people asking me to keep an eye on like New Japan. I'm trying to keep an eye on that Ring of Honor Pure tournament. We watch Raw, SmackDown, NXT, AEW. Plus we do these shows. It's like trying to fit in championship wrestling from Hollywood just so that I can get a bit more of a better idea of these is just so difficult for me to do. I mean, I appreciate maybe the people that have, you know, that want to do that, they can do that, but I still stand by what I said. I mean, they should be making it easier for you with video packages. If anything, they should be really trying to push the fact, hey, come in. I haven't heard them mention their YouTube channel or show their YouTube channel or speak about where you can find championship wrestling from Hollywood. You would think they would use it as a platform to advertise it, but they haven't, unless the commentators are doing it. And obviously, because I talk to you guys, I can't hear what they're saying, but there's no little adverts or anything for it, which is quite surprising. So it's definitely things that I would tweak and change, but by no means a disaster. And certainly, you know, a fun way to spend a Tuesday. So, right, and we are done. Awesome. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Really appreciate the support, and hopefully see you again next time. Bye for now.